Formatting a pivot table. Once we have a pivot table on our sheet, we can then go and format to make changes to the look of the table. To do this, you'll see at the top of your screen Pivot Table Tools. Click on the Design tab. Starting at the Layout section of the Design tab, you'll see there are options for subtotals, grand totals, report layouts, and blank rows. Currently, our pivot table doesn't have subtotals because we don't have multiple headings on either side of our table. If we did, we could then show subtotals, show all of them, or just the ones at the bottom and the top of the groups, or do not show subtotals at all. We then have grand totals. This does affect us. At the moment, we have grand totals on for both columns and rows. If I say on for rows only, you can see now that the ones at the bottom have disappeared and so on. So in here, I'm going to say on for rows and columns to turn them both back on. Report layout has options like compact, outline, and tabular form. Compact is the one that's default. Can you see here the way the north column looks wider than south, east, and west? And that's because column labels is a title that's creating the B column to be that wide. If I change that to outline form, you'll see that that has changed the information that we see here on the page. And this you might prefer as it looks neater than the other option. So report layout, choose the different options and see which one you prefer. And then you can insert blank lines after each item or remove any blank lines that might be there already. So there are just some basic layout changes that you can make to the table itself. We can also ask it to show row and column headers and either banded rows, and you can see there banded rows means that the rows come in alternate colours, or I can have, for example, banded columns. Depending on what you choose here will then depend on the styles that you see here when you click on the gallery of styles. So, for example, I might decide to go with that style, or I might decide to go here with this. And if I make changes here, I'll see when I go in here that those changes are then made in the gallery of styles that I can choose from as well. So the Design tab has the majority of the formatting changes that you can make to your table once you have it inserted on the sheet.